Yeah, man, so what's going on in your world?
Oh yeah, nothing. They drinking on a little shine and playing this game. Going live on YouTube, so I can play this, so I can prepare to go to work in the morning.
So you got some moonshine or you got just some liquor?
Both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Orchestrating the offense, the former three-time captain at Michigan State, quarterback Kirk Cousins.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Coney Ealy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, we knew coming in that it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play of the scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This is taken at about the 14. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be out right at the 35. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about...
And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now back to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Avery Williamson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now on the sidelines. They're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Room here to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Yeah. Back on the scene. I ain't worried about this. I'm gonna win anyway.
Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Think I give a fuck?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Demarius Thomas, the intended receiver.
Oh, Kirk Cousins? Oh, we finna hurt you.
Let's face it,
Come on.
perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Come on, we finna hurt him.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
All right, I'm gonna stop playing with him.
It gets him a new set of downs.
All right, let's get
Everyone's got to be able to
focus,
catch the
back
football.
focus.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at
Come on.
47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Shit, I should have had 21 points by now.
Not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Try it down.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
It's over with now.
Working out of the gun. Cousins.
Whoa!
Right side here, complete. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for the Jets. 43 yards.
Damn, Kirk Cousins?
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Shit, I went all quarter without scoring.
Sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
No one got it. And he'll get this one down to the 10
Come on,
yard
come on, Barkley, you gonna get hurt.
Gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
But that call makes sense. this because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's caught. It's Thomas.
Get to 3 points. Come on.
Get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Lutz's kick is good. And the Jets.
All right, come on.
First, it's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone?
All right.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh.
So they took a shot there.
Wow.
Couldn't get it. Now it's 4. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So
wow.
Interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Wow.
Why you would do that? It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll give you 4 there down to about the 12-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they got to find a different way to move the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack leader.
Pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
To Berkeley on the check down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the line, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
Shit. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. They ain't doing nothing. I'm just toying with them. I'm going to start playing now. As soon as I finish this cigarette.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points.
Damn, this nigga slow.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on that last drive, Went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Detroit! And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he spins past him and into space. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He'll look to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kelvin Benjamin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the
Come on.
season.
Alright, I'm gonna stop playing with him.
That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
All right, let's get it.
Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Come on.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Here's a give to Barkley.
Throw it down.
Here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I gotta put my boy back here, man. Shit, let me see. Nah, hey, let me switch it out. Somewhere.
Here's Johnny Hekker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Whoosh. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
And they'll try the ground game here with the back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down.
Holding offense.
Come on, Kelsey.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll set up to throw. Looking deep now for McCoy. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 41 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really
I'm just toying with him. Still toying with him a little bit.
This down to about the 30-31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Back to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
Using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
And they might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Fuck that.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They're turned away on 4th and goal. The Jets are going to get the football back.
Safety. I ain't worried about it.
For 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Wow.
Out of the gun. And he'll give him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So a change of possession here. Possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
I'm just trying to keep the game close, man.
As he gets set for this next drive. And we peek at some of his work from this game where he's nearing 100 yards. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Now they'll run it on the toss.
Oh, my God.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Not worried about it.
Running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He gets it to Brown, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on, dude.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Added in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You got a lot to do.
Yes, sir.
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
2 field goals. Hey, I can take that.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I'm playing with the backup quarterback until playoffs. Ain't taking no chances.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
Holding offense.
That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down to 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Third and long for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
He was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Oh.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and stop. A man down on the return. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Come on, you get 100 yards and you out the game, buddy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements coming. They're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That one good for 14 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Yes, sir.
A reminder once once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient at picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, what a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will take it. The Dolphins touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And the Dolphins will again line up and go for 2.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Yeah. Don't need that ball down.
Final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Cousins. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, my God.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence.
Wow.
Games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit. And it certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them that belief back that they can win in the second half.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin out in Houston. And it's the Texans out front as that one is just about to halftime. Blake Bortles, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we'll head to Buffalo to check on the Bills at
Buffalo
home in
Butts.
New Era Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. 2 touchdown passes there from Marcus Mariota. Lastly, we head to the Gold Coast to check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dalvin Cook with 2 touchdowns there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful. And now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. 23 yards on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. He's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. The kicker here is complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And the record for receptions in a single season has been eclipsed.
Which tells you one thing. Not only is he getting open, he's not dropping anything that comes his way. What a fantastic season, jumping over the really high bar that had been set previously.
He's one of the best ever. And he'll take this into the end A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Once again, the Dolphins will come out and go for 2.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Come on, let's get it, y'all.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
Wow!
Because some teams...
What? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Other teams just...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 62 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
You about to bring Tiny Joe out there.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they have the football, and they take over.
You know what? You can piss me off. Let me put Tiny Joe in there. Shit. Talking all that on me.
At the 24-yard line.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And just shutting it off there. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
Yo.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30.
Yo, what up?
1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down at the 28.
Yeah, what up, bro?
On the scramble, it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Huh?
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, okay. Hey, what lead?
Setting up a tough 3rd down.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is caught. It's Cooks.
Huh?
And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Uses the stiff arm. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted.
Run it out, run it out.
A great read, and it's picked off.
Oh, man.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that.
Man, I got a player hurt. Hope he ain't out for...
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
Let's go.
come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll go to Barkley again. Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're at 3rd and 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Full start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So
Yeah,
the
man.
start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking outside of his got a man. That's Richardson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion.
Yeah, this game over with, man. I'm just torn with him now. 32-13. 2 minutes left in the 2:46 left in the 3rd.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon Cooks, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. So on 3rd and
Yeah, I am playing with all backups.
it works to hit the end zone.
It's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL
Yep.
because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations.
Hey, playing with the backup.
And throw out of those. In this case,
You know what I'm saying here? I beat Gary.
In the end zone. And no
Yeah. So we 1-1. He beat me in Corey's lead by 3, which was a fluke. Oh yeah, that was a fluke.
Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit,
But it's all good.
Jack it out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That was nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, but I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because
the Dolphins get there this time and bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of
Yeah. I guess we just waiting on Gary then to play. Then we can advance it again.
Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way. Don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
All right.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Andre Howe. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You don't ask him
Damn it!
a lot anyway, but when he gets that time to start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action during the timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd.
Yeah. Where you should go? Where you going?
Here's Johnny
Huh?
now, standing just outside his own goal line.
Who's he share?
Taken in at the 22.
Oh, okay.
The 4th down run is successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Detroit! They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25. These guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Wow, between Between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if I can see that.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Second down, Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short. Okay.
Oh, shit, they going for it.
The football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Cousins, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Brandon, this is a good spot in the field to go for it. A lot of coaches call this no man's land. A field goal is no sure thing, and neither is a punt. They made the right choice, went for it, and picked up the first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just walking it. These guys, they got it going today.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. 3.
I don't give a fuck.
4, and it brings up 4. Back to throw. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
He'll drop to throw. The quick slant. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And he'll go
The fuck was that?
losing yardage to the 5. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. There we go now as they will again try for 2.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
Fighting to the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But
That's my fault. Yeah. Hey, I was showboating. Showboating because I'm going to have an undefeated season. Again.
Yeah. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
I ain't even got Lamar Jackson in.
Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 and number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we see most teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say? We discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter.
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of it.
Wow.
Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up. They'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
Wow.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking deep now. They got his man. Complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
Wow.
For it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions,
and the pressure too much that time as
Come on.
goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Cousins. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
If you're running out route, it's
I got to score 50.
And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who have been ruling.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
52.
Now the Dolphins will again line up and go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche. Have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
And New York set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message?
What your score is over there, bro?
Driving a lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
You hurt.
A second down throw for Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the
Said first play he hurt.
third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins getting set to go here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about the routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding room inside the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Detroit! Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason.
Fucking pick.
17-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Yeah.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew...